Anybody who is in the professional wrestling space knows that the words hard times are synonymous with the American dream, Dusty Rhodes. But did you also consider for just a second, for a fleeting moment, did you ever consider that hard times with hardwood might be something that is also applicable? Because that's the name of this podcast from here on out. It's Rusty Hardwood, professional wrestling's legend, the worldwide sensation, and this is the podcast that is sweeping all nations. From what I understand, the feedback from episode 1 has been incredible. I thank you all so very much. My nephew Frank came in and said that, when he was setting this up for me, he said, Uncle Rust, Big Rust, sir, I make him call me all of those things in succession. This is unlike anything I have ever seen, and I have been on the internet since I have been alive, because he's a very young fella. And I said, Frankie, thank you, first and foremost, for all of the help that you've given me, for providing me this microphone for me to speak into, but also for letting me know something that I already fucking knew, that everybody loves Rusty Hardwood. Now I won't go on and blather. I won't dilly-dally. I will get right into the meat and potatoes. I'll get right to what you want to know. And what's the story? What's the topic? What is going to be on the tip of the tongue of Rusty Hardwood today? Well, it's a little ditty from way back when I attended a beautiful wedding party. You see, the thing about R. Hardwood is that he, at R. Hardwood, that's something I call myself sometimes, he is always going to come dressed to the nines. He's going to bring the most lavish gift that he possibly can. He is going to make the wedding experience for you so much better, just like Rusty Hardwood makes the wrestling experience better for you. Every time that he steps through that curtain, he just makes you feel all sorts of feelings deep within your gullet. And that's what I strive to do, brothers, because a wedding is a celebration of love, and this was no different when we were celebrating the matrimony of one Macho Man Randy Savage, my good friend, my good brother, and the beautiful, the wonderful Miss Elizabeth. So there I am. I'm hanging out. I'm getting ready to go down. I got my beautiful silk suit on. I like to wear silk at all times. And by the way, completely commando, free balling it. I've been free balling since way back in the day. I think the underwear is incredibly overrated. I think it's a scam by big business to try to get you to buy more textiles, but that's a story for another day. I'm just hanging out, getting ready in my hotel room, gonna go down to this beautiful party, and I hear a little knock right at the door. You like that sound effect? I put that in post. I hear a little knock at the door, and I go there, and who do I see but one Sir Jake the Snake Roberts. And he says, Rusty, and I say, Snakey. He says, Rusty. I said, brother, what the fuck do you want? He asked me right then and there what I had planned to bring as a token of my appreciation, as a gift to the Macho Man Randy Savage and Miss Elizabeth. He asked me what I was planning to bring, because he had clearly planned nothing. Because let's face it, he's never planned a single thing in a day in his life. He's just not even the stuff that he wears. He used to wear that weird gray coat. He clearly just found that in a building. He had a snake pit segment coming up, and he found that shit hanging in a boiler room somewhere, and just figured that he'd wear it out on stage. And good for him, I guess. My man's just has the confidence to do such a thing. But I think that is poor planning is not something that should be looked upon with some sort of veneration. I think that Jake the Snake surely could have made a little bit of effort for all of our good friends, Macho Man Randy Savage and Miss Elizabeth. So I told him what I was going to bring. I was going to bring an assortment of goods, frankincense, myrrh, Fabergé eggs, things of that nature, classic gifts that you just get anybody that you know and love. And he said, wow, that's a great idea. Maybe I could go down to the quick stop or something. I could pick something up like that up. And I was like, hey, brother, you do your thing. And then, in no uncertain terms, we just we started smoking doobies, just like doobie after doobie, because it was a different time, brother. We were dealing with our pain, and by now everybody's smoking doobies. I mean, shit. There's doctors and lawyers who are getting all gummied up and heading into the OR and into the courtroom. So we've learned a lot about marijuana, but the perception was certainly much different back then. So we had to be a little bit quiet about it. We had to be a little bit secretive, a little bit on the low. So there we are in the hotel bathroom, huddled in the shower with peonies touching, smoking doobs. And Jake says, oh my goodness, I got to run out. I had no idea what time it was. Let me make haste. It was good to see you, brother. Thank you for the ideas. And then he got on out of there. And I stayed in the bathroom for a little bit while, took care of my business. And then I got my gift, and I got on out of there. I did not notice at any point in time that Jake was carrying a duffel bag And in retrospect, that was a detail that was glaring, and maybe I should have noticed that, but just I got no excuses. I got nothing for you, brother. I mean, truly, I was all doobied up by that point, and hindsight is 2020. It's easy to remember things now, but things at the time were much more foggy. So imagine my surprise when during the wedding party my gift gets opened up. You see, I wasn't on camera at the time because I had to go take a leak, and suddenly a fucking cobra just comes out of the box that I had laid out so purposefully, and then Jake the Snake comes in and he takes credit for it, and I'm like, brother, what the fuck? I had all of this incredibly expensive, lavish, all of these goods, all of these things for my friends, and now you have sabotaged me, and Macho Man never forgave me. I still call him a friend to this day. Rest in peace, brother. I love you. Or Miss Elizabeth, very same thing, but goddamn, man, it really fucked up my push. And they got a program out of it, and they were already kind of doing some stuff, but I just thought, who would do this? Why would somebody do such a thing? And then I remember he's a snake. He's Jake the Snake. It's in his fucking name that he's a snake. I should have known that he was luring me into a precarious situation with shower doobies. And in retrospect, I forgive all of them for casting misjudgment upon me and for thinking that I would ever do such a thing like that. I could be a low down dirty heel sometimes, but I'm not trying to get you all venomed up with a cobra bite. And that's the way the cookie crumbles. That, my friends, is Hard Times, and I am Hardwood, Rusty Hardwood, professional wrestling's truest and most genuine legend. I thank you so much for joining me today, and I will see you on the next one, brother. Until then, I don't know. I didn't come up with a sign off yet. All right, bye.